What's up, you guys?
Just breathing today, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That is woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello, you guys. Happy afternoon. Hello, Beep. Good to see you. Hello, lady. You're recovering from surgery. How are you doing? Sending you healing energy and lots of love. Hello, Pink Stars. Hello, Free the People. Lori. Hi. Token Diva. Blue Jays. Stella. Joe, good to see you. Hello, Erin. Hello, gorgeous. Is Candy here? Old Wrinkly Wiener? Hold on. My chat is like broken. Danielle, hey everybody. Okay, if I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Tiff Tough, Cutie Gamer Cat, Eric, Be Kind, guys, Siphon Gaming. Okay, so yes, you're here. Hi, hi, Candy. In a nutshell, this is what I do know. Foodie Beauty went live at like 4 a.m. to let us know she was still alive. Her breezers went insane in her chat, and allegedly Salah's family friend is talking with Milky Tea, Milk Tea. I don't know what she goes by these days. I think it's Milky Tea. Anyways, apparently they reached out to Milky anonymously, right? This is all alleged. Could be a troll. I want to make that very clear. Saying, you know how Foodie Beauty said that she gives rides to all the people in the village, to other villages? Well, they were spilling some tea. It's all over on Twitter. There's so much to talk about, you guys. A lot of people are mad at Foodie. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. A lot of people are mad that she's monetizing in the middle of a war zone. So a lot of people are talking about, I guess, getting together and contacting AdSense, and I'm not encouraging that in any way. I'm just reporting the news, okay? That is what I'm doing. I've seen a lot of that going on all over Twitter, pretty much. I can't remember if I retweeted anything about it. So if you see it, we'll talk about it again. This gives me life that Jax was fired. However, I just don't feel like this is the last we're gonna see of him. He's gonna weasel his way in. Like he just, I don't know. Brittany's gonna get back with him or something. It's just, it's not the last of me having to see his face. He makes great TV, but man, is he a scumbag. Anyways, let's relive how he says, and it's my show, my show, my show, my show, not yours. Well, not anymore, Jax. Looks like it's Kristen's show. Anyways, I really love The Valley. I just need you all to go watch it. If you are not watching it, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's so fucking good. It really is. It's so much better than Pump Rules, everything. I don't know. Oftentimes, I'm behind on The Housewives right now, but I'm all caught up on The Valley. Anyways, 187 call 877 cash cow. Every time I see these posts, I sing the 877 cash now version in my head. Does not love her. If he did, he would not let her go. Exactly. Jax is the number one guy in the group. Okay, but he's not anymore. So who takes his place? Jesse? It's not going to be Danny. He's just, I don't know. I don't even know if he's still on it. Aren't they leaving? I think it's going to be Jesse. I can't decide if I like Jesse. One day I think he's an asshole. Then the next day I'm like, well, he's a broken asshole. He's hurting and he's masking it by being an asshole. But on the inside, you know what I mean? But I really don't like what's his wife's name? I think she's a bitch. Anyways, nobody cares about the valley other than me and maybe Stella and like one other person in this chat, I'm sure. Zero vegetables. Yeah, Jesse, I think he's just broken. I think he's a very broken guy. And so he acts like a dick because he's hurting. And it doesn't make it right. And it's no excuse. But like if you see him with his daughter on that show, like you could just he's a good guy. You could tell. I think he was in a toxic relationship with what's her face. And sometimes people can be good people but not together. Does that make sense? I don't think they were good together. Anyways, and that what's her new boyfriend's name? Aaron? That guy's on coke, allegedly. Case just gets out to them and they want to sue me, allegedly. I mean, I don't know for a fact. I just used to do a lot of coke, and I know what it looks like, and I know what the eyes look like when somebody's on coke, and it just would appear that he likes it. But what do I know? Not very much. Okay, let's go through PI's Syrian war zone live stream recap. Every time I say Syrian, my phone does this. Listen, bitch, you don't pop up for me any other time. Don't start with me now. I'm in the middle of a live stream. I'm creeping excited. Oh, you're creeping excited for the stream. Hey, Chunky Builder. Hello, Moonface. Okay, so she kicks the circus off with a clickbait thumbnail titled Things Just Got Worse, featuring herself looking like a medieval peasant who wandered into a modern war by accident. Filters on, face gray, dead eyes screaming, sun snacks, fully leaning into her self cast role as the tragic heroine stuck in a bombed out soap opera. She goes live at 4 a.m., no cam, just her disembodied voice narrating her Shakespearean nightmare. She admits bombs are going off just a few miles from her apartment because there's a military base nearby that's been targeted. Her plan? Hunker down and stay inside, except when she needs groceries, because apparently air raids don't stand between Chantal and her next bag of snacks. The chat shows up ready to kiss her crusty peasant feet, calling her brave and strong, telling her she and Salah are the greatest love story since Romeo and Juliet. Except with more paneer and worse life choices, Chantal milks it, proclaiming she'd die for her man, for her family, for her cat Julia, her daughter, mind you. She swears she won't get political. Immediately gets political. Mumbles half-informed takes about Israel and the Druze, downplays the fact that the Druze are literally being killed, and tries to make it sound like she's got secret war intel. Meanwhile, the same people praising her suddenly turn, reminding her this is exactly why everyone told her not to move to a destabilized country. Her brilliant response? She knew this would happen. She always knew. She never said Syria was safe, except she did in countless videos. babbling about how sanctions were lifting and how wonderful life there was compared to her haters in Canada. I remember her saying it was safe there. Do you guys remember her saying that? Because I feel like I've heard it at least 5 times. And each of those 5 times, I feel like we all said, "That doesn't look very safe to me." Anyways, people in the chat beg her to see reason, that she's wasting scarce Syrian resources like electricity and water just to live stream herself babbling nonsense for super chats. But instead of logging off and sheltering like a sane person, she fights them. Because why hide from bombs when you can argue with trolls at 4 a.m. for coins? And because this isn't unhinged enough, her mods Tracy and Teardrop turn the live into Jerry Springer. They start brawling in chat over who's Chantal's favorite, who got a Whopper, who's been ignored, who's crying, all while bombs are dropping a few miles away. They fight, they make up. The bombs keep dropping. Chantal keeps mumbling. Someone asks her if her mom knows she's in literal danger. She goes, "I don't tell my mother these things, but I'm sure the haters will." Ma'am, the Associated Press will break that news before the haters do. Maybe pick up the phone and check in with your mother instead of counting super chats from your purple mattress fortress. When she's not bickering with her own audience, she's fantasizing about making pasta. Yes, pasta. While real people nearby are fighting for their lives. She disappears to the bathroom mid live stream for 10 minutes, comes back, calls the chat names, declares herself the most resilient hero since Joan of Arc, but with Uber Eats, and keeps milking her thousands of terrified viewers for coins. I hate this woman. She confirms what everybody already knew. The law can't get into Canada, or Thailand for that matter, because paperwork, history, and reality are stubborn things. Wow. So before she waddled her way into his life, he was living in Kuwait. We do know he was traveling. He had said he'd been to Thailand before. Now he can't go there. He got kicked out of Kuwait. He really can never leave Syria, can he? She signs off, patting herself on the back, praising her bravery, her resilience, her tragic romantic destiny, while the real tragedy is that she's too self obsessed to grasp. She's just noise in a place where people don't have the luxury of logging off. In summary, Foodie Beauty, starring in her own bad soap opera, while real lives shatter in the background. She'll fight with their chat, but won't fight her own delusions. Log off, Chantal. The world has bigger problems than your next snack run. PI, that was so fucking good. Okay, I need to say this. I don't think she's brave being in Syria. I know before I was like, well, she's braver than me, but really, really thinking long and hard about it, that's not being brave. She's being stupid. You know what I would think would make her brave? If she waddled her way into a rehab or inpatient or did something to save her life. That I would find incredibly brave, not chasing a micropeen in a war zone. Salbot real estate ready for 2035. We promise. Totally. Caution, area under construction. Phoebe said Foodie Beauty moved to Syria to illegally film suffering people in a war zone. She is monetizing people being bombed and unalived. How is this acceptable? Demonetize her channel immediately before she gets herself and others around her unalived. And they tagged YouTube. Rapstick said, "Okay, I'm calling it. The ship has sailed. She is officially batshit crazy." I'm not talking a little crazy or even foodie crazy. No, she is batshit fucking crazy. She is. Siphon said she's not brave. She's ignorant. There you go. Foodie will never do anything brave. She's a coward through and through. You're right, Danielle. Neo Tarot did say that if she stays, it's game over. Hey, Gorly girl. What a life, chasing men that don't really like her to the point of waddling into a war zone. It's sad. And she thinks we're all jealous of it. We do love you, PI. We do. Boho said, "All I see on the replay is her avatar all the way through." Yeah, apparently she was off camera, but I know she did upload a grocery haul or something. We're gonna talk about that. Amcom said, "Foodie isn't resilient. She's never genuinely worked through much of anything. She's a coward. She runs away from everything. That becomes remotely difficult." That's true. If anything's uncomfortable, she doesn't like it. But that's when real growth happens, is when you're uncomfortable. Spiteful Lynn said, "In some areas, militias are targeting family homes. What is she going to do if they need to evacuate immediately and run for their lives? She will put him and his family in danger, slowing them down. They're going to use her. They're going to use her for shelter. She can't run fast enough. She can't. KFG is so cheap, guys. Totally worth the trip here." Oh my God, this photo. I'm not laughing that it's possibly been bombed, by the way. I'm laughing that this is what Foodie Beauty would legitimately do. It would be bombed, and she would go there to see if there was any chicken that she could eat. Seriously. She can't stop eating. House? All of a sudden, me waiting for the literal bomb to drop. Snowy said, "Hey guys, think why he's never on camera. Remember the men with the big guns are so nice. There's a reason why he's not on camera. And I don't know what it is." You know what? Somebody wrote me an email of a good theory. Oh, please tell me I still have it. Okay, so I'm going to keep this person anonymous, but they said, "Hey, Breezy, got a theory for you to look into regarding Foodie and Salah and how and why they may be together. If you'd like to, and maybe do a little something on the channel. So we know Salah is Syrian, and currently Syria is at war, and every male between 18 and 40 are meant to perform military duties right now. And with them back in Syria, he's not been called up. Why? Okay, here we go on why I think he won't be called up. You can pay a fee not to be called up to be exempt, and the fee is for Syrians living abroad. Kuwait is considered abroad from Syria. The fee to be exempt is 10,000 US dollars. The $9,000 Foodie paid Salah in the beginning of their relationship, he probably already had the 1,000 from working at Murad's perfume store and doing odds and ends for Allah. I think he'll say, "I'll fake love you and even marry you if you give me the money to pay the exempt fee so I don't have to go to war." He's also got the excuse now that Foodie is his wife, she needs looking after because of her ill health, diabetes, mental health, etc., specific familial circumstances. I think she's got him over a barrel, as it were, I think she's got him over a barrel, as it were, while there's conflict in Syria. But if all changes, we'll see the end of the fake marriage arc, is he won't need her. That's why she's not bothered about the war. Because as long as there's a war, she's got a husband. Well, until he's 40 anyway. And that's what this whole arc is. It's all on Google, and they sent me a bunch of links to look into. This is interesting. Hold on, I'm going into the chat to see what you guys are saying. If looting starts, we know that Foodie will be at the KFG hoarding the oil and batter. True. Three of the people said, "I like theories." I do too, and I thought that was a good one. She bloody would. She would complain the fryers aren't running. Yeah, I like this theory. I think it's plausible. I'll look into the links later and maybe we can cover it the next stream. Sounds very plausible to me. Yep, it sounds exactly teardrop right. Thank you to the person who wrote me the email, and I'm going to definitely look into it. I appreciate you. Someone said that thumbnail is so insane. She looks like an alien. Hold on, I forgot what the thumbnail looked like. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, this. I find all of this disgusting. All of what she's doing. People are dying, what, a half a mile away from her, and she poses in this horrible thumbnail looking like something's really wrong. Things are getting worse. And she's monetizing it. She's not supposed to be making money over there, just FYI. I know she uploaded some sort of grocery haul. I think that's disgusting too. I understand she still has to eat, but it feels like she's flaunting at this point, right? Like, "Oh, look at me, I'm still alive. Look at what I can eat. Oh, look at that." It's just it's gross to me, and, I just know I know karma's already here for her, but whatever the grand finale of it, whatever it looks like, I know it's going to be epic because she's just a shitty person, and whatever you believe in, whether it's God, whatever, like, I know my God doesn't like ugly, and that is one ugly woman. I'm not talking about physical wise. I mean, I do find her very unattractive, I can't even lie, but I'm talking about her heart is ugly, and the way she behaves is ugly, and how she feels about people is ugly. Her greediness is ugly. Her gluttonous self, all of that is ugly. I don't know if I'm doing a good word describing. but she really grosses me out. She really does. Um, I know we talk about tough situations over here, like I don't know, I have this nervous habit of laughing. I laugh when I'm happy, I laugh when I'm nervous, I laugh when I'm afraid. I laugh when something shocking happens and I don't know how to react. It's just like, I don't know, it's what I do. It's oftentimes my way of coping. But it's like if the fires were happening still in California, thank God that, thank God they aren't. That was really scary, but it's like if I went to, like, I don't know, a mountain that wasn't burning down. I'm posing, I'm like, "Look at this mountain, look at this, look at this, look at this beautiful mountain. It's not a pile of ashes yet." I don't know, it just feels like that's what Foodie's doing. I can't even lie. I don't even know if that's a good comparison, but I always get a kick out of seeing my feeble attempts at poking fun on Foodie on here. I believe one of your images you made, Joe, made it to a members emoji. Let me see if the seal is there. Oh, yes, it is. Joe and ChatGPT made this. All right, let's keep going, you guys. We have so much to cover. Foodie saying, "I don't care about the danger," but the way she reacted when she lit that janky ass stove. I still want to know why there's a handle in there. Have we figured that out? Have we? She's not afraid of war, but she's afraid to light a fire. Queen Jellybean said Foodie claims Salad is asleep right next to her, yet she paused about 50 times to obviously rip ass. I know Salad is into the poo-poo play, but can you imagine the stench in that place? This 2-week unwashed 500-pound pig just blowing butthole into the tiny 100-degree apartment. I don't want to picture that. I feel sick every time I picture her ripping ass. I know it smells foul. She eats nothing but shit. Nothing healthy whatsoever. Like, just ew. I know she has to stink in general. I mean, I think of all the stuff I used to put into my body that would come out of my pores at one point. It was alcohol that came out of my pores, right? At another point, I smoked so much. I think it was meth. No, it wasn't crack. It was meth. And the next day, or days after, there was chemicals coming out of my pores. You can smell it. Anyways, I'm happy to say now I drink water and Coke Zero, and I only vape nicotine and a little THC here and there. Anyways, I'm saying this to say I know what comes out of her pores is rancid and just it smells fried. I do know that. That's a horrific thought. The thought of her bathroom time haunts my nightmares. Oh, Godseed said, "What is disturbing about this live stream is not really Chantal. It's all the pick-me bitches fighting with each other and trying to one-up someone with the surgery they had. They are mentally deranged." So I think this is when we get into all the beezers losing their ever-loving minds. Mean Kitten said, "So Foodie's in danger, so Nicole has to be in danger too." It's a real nerd herd in her chat. See, I think nerds are cool. And these people aren't cool, okay? And what I do know about Nicole is she put a rubber band around her cat's neck and filmed it. I don't care if Nicole's in danger. I'm saying this, like, she's insane. She's not well. I think she's the kind of person who hurts animals and lies about being in danger. She also told the internet she was dying. She's still here. Nicole, the Stepford wife, said at Teardrop, "I hear loud banging outside." and I'm scared. I have my pew pew. I don't have my camera in the backyard, so I can't see where it's coming from. I'm shaking. Oh, yes. So you tell people in Foodie Beauty's live stream where they don't know where the fuck you live and they can't help you. I don't know, Nicole. It's one of those moments. If you're truly afraid, get out of the live stream and call 911. This bitch is crazy. I have nothing nice to say about Nicole. I'm sure she'll dedicate 20 more videos to me. I don't watch them, by the way, Nicole. I just look to see if you're talking about me, and that's it. Like, don't even click on the stream. Anyways, purchase emotional support pizzas. Yeah, Foodie needs a lot of them. Farrah said her chat was wild last night. Freaking Nicole. She needs hurting too. She needs help. Acadia said her VI idiots are also attention seekers. I think it's because they have nothing going on, right? At all. Like, they don't talk to anybody else. So the people they get to talk to in Foodie Beauty's live stream, like, that's their human interaction of the day, and I don't think they know how to be normal. That's the best way I could describe it, okay? Like, they don't know how to be normal. They definitely aren't normal. Oh god, here's a whole lot of Tracy. Tracy versus Teardrop, Battle of the Ass Simping Gunt Suckers? I feel like I need that to be a comic book. Can somebody make that happen? Okay, Teardrop says, Tracy, she didn't send me money. She door dashed it to me. Tracy said, but I wouldn't want you to send me any money. Love ya. Okay, somebody tells her AdSense does not pay Syrian publishers because of US. And then I can't see the rest. Tracy says, okay, mod the chat, Teardrop. I'm just going to listen to Chantal. Y'all are being to me. I think she meant mean. So if someone gets timed out or hidden, it wasn't me. Teardrop says it, Tracy. Okay, whatever. Tracy says, Teardrop, no, I'm not mad. I'm happy for you. Maybe I said it the wrong way, love. Wait, she was jealous that Foodie Beauty door dashed somebody? Teardrop? Okay, let's see. I'm happy that Teardrop got a Whopper. Jesus Christ, just stop, she says. She's mad over a Whopper? Seriously? Teardrop says, Tracy, what did I do? You're always mad at me. Then Rosemary's Baby's on here. I'm on the zero power trip. I just can't stand the way Tracy looks at me. How can you tell if she's looking at you? Gemma said, learning to cook will also make you something. Who cares? Okay, Tracy said, Teardrop, I have never been mad at you. Why would you say that? I don't know. Apparently you're jealous over a Whopper. Then Teardrop does the eye roll emoji. Not eye roll. What is that? Side eye? Tracy says, love you, Teardrop. I mean, I feel like my day's going pretty well. I'm not fighting about anybody over a Whopper. I'm gonna stop being so hard on myself. I'm doing amazing in life. Two Gals said Chantal's chat having an absolute breakdown. Did I read this part? Chantal's chat having an absolute breakdown while their streamer is in the middle of a war zone. Will never not be funny. Tracy and Teardrop arguing and fighting for Chantal's attention while Nicole is screeching about robbers at her house. Oh, 911, bitch. Is this more craziness? Fondue said Nicole melting down like an attention-seeking bitch. Chantal is being an absolutely evil, smug, seething cunt bitch. You are where you were meant to be, cutie. I like Fondue. I mean, I don't know who they are. They could hate me, but they say what I wish I could say sometimes. Teardrop said, Nicole, oh my god, please go hide till the cops come. Nicole said, he is calling the cops. Someone is beating on my house. I swear to God, I'm screaming at them. I have a pew, and it stopped. I'm shaking. What the fuck is going on? I have no camera in the back. Why would you announce that to people? She says, I'm shaking, but I have my pew pew. Teardrop says, Nicole, go hide somewhere. Nicole says, I'm locked in my room. I have my big dong. My big dog. my my big dog somewhere in the living room. Nicole also said, we had a robbery last night, and the robbers parked in my driveway and were walking around my place with flashlights. I had to send the videos to the detectives. Okay, what robbers just hang out around the scene of the crime? I mean, not that I know too many robbers these days, but anyway, so she's locked in her room with her big dong. Okay. Dong. Making Thursdays great again. Moonface said I have a big one too. Anyways, okay. The Stepford wife, get your gun, they're telling her. Why? She has a big dong that could protect her. She says, my heart is racing. The robbers were literally in my yard at 2:25 a.m. And now this noise. I'm scared. Nina says, Nicole, please keep typing to us if you can. Teardrop says, Nicole, so they wanted to rob the store last night? Now you? I'm scared for you. Nicole said, I did. And the banging stopped. I yelled, I have my pew pew and I will use it. Yes, I bet that's why they stopped. Nicole said, I sent the videos I had from my front camera to the detectives. Okay, well, good luck. So Foodie can't access her money but can DoorDash from Syria. I guess so. She can DoorDash a Whopper. It makes people mad. Fonda said Tracy TX and Nina Bachelor fight. Tracy, take your meds, you psycho freak bitch. What was everybody on last night? Holy shit. Tracy said we do not care about Natter and Dee Dee. So stop talking about them or be blocked. Please. Truth Fairy said, Tracy, chill. She just mentioned it. It's something lighthearted to talk about besides this. Tracy said, Truth Fairy, you saw what I said. Tracy said, please read my comment, please. Someone tells Foodie if Salah loved you, he would tell you to go back to, I'm sure it says Canada. Tracy says, Chantal, if something breaks out, are you ready to pass? What the fuck? I know you have God in your heart and soul, but are you scared of dying? Does it say dying? I think it says dying. Yeah, dying. This is so creepy. If something breaks out, are you ready to pass? I mean, I don't think so. She didn't get any of her shit in order. Nina, a serious question. That's what it is. Stop commenting about what I write. Tracy, you're fucking crazy as shit. Never change. Nina said, are any of you ready to pass away? Elisa said, how does it help him for you to stay there? Nina says, Tracy, I will when you stop posting in all caps, drawing attention to what you write. You are a mod. Please act like it. Ooh. Nina says, Chantal, I'm done interacting with Tracy. Please ask her to stop harassing paid members. It's not a good look. Tracy says, excuse me, Nina? Harassing you? No, ma'am. I'm here for Chantal. I don't understand what y'all want me to do. Take up for myself and Chantal? Some of y'all just don't like me. I'm sorry y'all feel that way. Yeah, I can't stand you, lady. For one thing, I can't tell if you're looking at me ever or what the fuck you're looking at, and it makes me a little uneasy. For two, you're fucking insane. And I seriously know you're drunk by noon every single day. Like every single day. Hey, Violet. Hello, hello. Okay, Fondu said chat ate with no crumbs and teardrop. You simp bitch. Hold on. Should we go look in these comments? Let's see what people say. Sometimes I forget to check comments, and sometimes I'm all up in the comments. The goth said Tracy thinks Buffalo believes in God. Fondu said Tracy is a delusional moron. Her only God is KFG. Queen Jellybean said her chat's like the intake room of a psychiatric hospital for bariatric patients. Raised Dactylian said, read my comment, please. Damn, Tracy is psycho. Jimmy Green said, oh, damn, she really went in on Nina. Was that before or after she started gaslighting Teardrop? Holly Go Heavy said they're all fucked. Big Lou said Tracy glamour shots are getting to her. I think so. People have been doing Tracy TX eyes glamour shots. It's really been a good time. I think we made one into a members emoji. Maybe they are getting to her head. So here are some super chats Foodie Beauty got, you guys. Let's see. Smee's #1 fan sent $2. No more Canada for you. Siri, forever well deserved. No toothbrush needed for where you are going. Can't believe you still think Salah loves you. Teardrop says, Chantal, sorry I missed some live. I fell asleep after babysitting. Nobody cares. If you aren't going to leave, then don't complain, Paperclip said. Acadia said Foodie is still making money from people insulting her. She's not worth one red penny. Runs with Scissors said Shmi's #1 fan was brutal with his one line, definitely. That was honestly insane. I now live in Warren, but born and raised in Detroit. What are you guys talking about? I like how Foodie Beauty was like, Tracy, message me. I'm not going to find your comments. I mean, she hasn't really said that to her before. Maybe Foodie's even getting sick of her. Truth Seeker says, don't worry, guys. Quoting Foodie, if it gets worse, I'll definitely find a way to get out of here. They said, yeah, Israel is just bombing. Hopefully someone will help. This ignorant, entitled pig is right where her karma placed her. Prayers for Julia the cat. I'm praying for Julia. All right, I think we have a clip from her live. Actually, I know we do. I think we have several. Is it gonna play?
And I woke up and Salah, unable to sleep, of course, he heard the bomb. There was a bomb pretty close to us. I forget the name of the area, he said, but anyway, there's a military base there. So thank you guys for your prayers. So whenever I came here, I guess I didn't understand I thought things were a bit more stable, but I also knew at the same time, this is not surprising to me at all.
So which is it? Did you think it was stable or is this not surprising to you? And are you loaded? I feel like
And
I feel like every time I hear her now, she sounds loaded. Jamie Lee Fisher said, you know those roulette wheels in the casino? I think she has one with her name on each. And she just spins the shit, and whatever comes up, she says different times in a day. And I said she contradicts herself a few times in this live, per usual. It's hard to keep lives straight. Acadia said, is she trying to be the next Mary Coleman and Murray? Is it Marie Coleman and be a war correspondent? Can you imagine being so desperate to hang out or hang on to a scat fetish scammer? With a micro peen. BB said, I couldn't even hear this stupid fucking bitch utter another word in this stream. She was going on as if she's suffering. Syrian-born women. I don't feel sorry for her one bit. Or if she's a suffering Syrian-born woman. I don't feel sorry for her one bit. She was thrilled to be there and said she doesn't care about the bombing. Katie said she thought things were more stable because after 15 she'd been able to go to KFG twice. The fuck, Chantal? Alice said she is such a fucking idiot. Everyone told her going there would be dangerous, but Cutie thinks she knows best. Walks with Lucifer said, Foodie says she thought things in Syria were a bit more stable. The Canadian government told their citizens not to travel to Syria prior to Israel bombing Damascus on 7/16, and prior to her traveling to Syria. I guess the Western media wasn't lying after all, eh, Foodie? Linda said just the other day they were telling their beezers how safe it is, that they should come for a visit. Wonder if she thinks it's still safe and they should come visit. I swore Salah was saying he was going to sponsor some of the beezers. I swear that happened. Okay, let me see. I think there's another clip. Oh, well, it's coming up. Two Tilt said, I thought things were a bit more stable. She's a fucking liar. Someone sent her another super chat. Can't believe you still think Salah loves you. They said no toothbrush needed for where you're going. Big titty pretty bitch said second. Big titty pretty bitch said second super chat got yeeted immediately. Big titty pretty bitch. And then their profile picture is Chantal. Let me show you. It's this picture of Chantal. There you go. With her very round looking nose. That's a name it is. It's kind of fun to say, to be honest. All right, let's keep going. Someone asked, oh, this is where it takes a dark turn, you guys. So there was people saying disgusting things in Foodie Beauty's chat. Big Titty Pretty Bitch said Alice aids in Chantal's chat is inciting violence against a minority group of innocent men, women, and children who are unalived by Islamists today. Alice's aide said, can Salah help the government push the Druze out of Syria? They also asked if Salah will enlist to help finally get rid of them. They also said Salah needs to help HTS get rid of those Druze rebels. Can he enlist? Big Titty Pretty Bitch said chatters endorsing Salah to join in on the slaughter of the Druze minority. This is so disgusting. And how much you want to bet these comments didn't get deleted? I didn't see her live happen in real time. Can you guys let me know? Did Foodie Beauty say anything about this? What a bunch of assholes. I agree. It makes me feel sick. Top Von B said, a bit of info on who the Druze are. I think we should watch this. At least a little bit.
Core Druze beliefs. 1. Strict monotheism, al-Tawhid. The Druze affirm belief in one eternal, indivisible God, whose essence is beyond human understanding. 2. Reincarnation, Tanasuk. Souls are reborn immediately into another Druze body upon death. This cycle of rebirth continues until the soul attains spiritual perfection. 3. Esoteric faith. Most religious teachings are secret. Only the Ukal, initiated, study sacred texts, while the Juhal, uninitiated, live
Lately said the Druze have been through hell. Chunky said, I don't ever go to her channel, only watch through you reactors. Thank you.
according to Druze ethics without access to doctrine. 4. 7 ethical principles. These are the moral pillars of Druze life. Speak the truth. Support fellow Druze. Renounce other faith systems. Avoid the aggressor. Live a righteous life. Believe in divine unity. Submit to God's will. 5. Reverence for philosophers and prophets. The Druze
I had her up on the laptop while watching Jordy and updating his chat before he sniped. Salad and his noodle arms don't have a half a nut in a sack to bite anyone. It's true.
honor figures like Plato, Aristotle, Pythagoras, as well as Shuaib, Jethro, and Al-Hakim bi Amr Allah, who is considered a divine manifestation. 6. No conversion policy. Druze identity is hereditary. There is no conversion into or out of the religion. 7. Secret scriptures. The primary holy text, Rasail al-Hikmah, Epistles of Wisdom, is hidden from the general public
People who randomly find that Twitter so confused. I'm sorry, I actually find this interesting. It's almost done for those of you who are bored.
and only studied by the Ukal. 8. Loyalty to country. Druze emphasize complete loyalty to the nation where they reside. In Israel, for instance, Druze proudly serve in the IDF and participate fully in civic life. 9. No ritual worship. They do not follow Islamic ritual practices like daily prayers, Ramadan fasting, or pilgrimage. Their practice is inward, centered on philosophy and ethics.
Not me going on a deep dive later. That was far more interesting than I could have ever imagined, to be honest. I feel like I don't know a lot about them and I want to know more. I do. I do. My boyfriend tells me a lot, but I think me and him are going to go on a deep dive later. Happy anniversary to him if he's listening, by the way. Love you. And Big Titty Pretty Bitch said, Bitch, I have got that. By the way, Tat Bombi, thank you for sharing this. Thank you. Okay, so Big Titty Pretty Bitch said, Bitch, I have got the time tonight. See Teddy below. I like Big Titty Pretty Bitch. Teddy said, all this for a bum who is mean to you. Yes, he dresses horribly. He has a shitty hairline, a terrible laugh. He can't play the keyboard. He has a micro peen. He has dirty ass feet, unkept nails. He is disgusting, horrible. All of this for him. And he doesn't even love her. And I'm sick of people saying to her, oh, it's so romantic. This is not love. This is what a toxic relationship looks like when you waddle yourself to a war zone because you can't trust your fake husband who cheats on you. It's toxic. If anybody loved anybody in this scenario, you'd get the fuck out of there so you'd quit endangering him and he'd send you home back to your mother where it's safe. Anyways, I said what I said.
I think I saw your comment about passing away. I'm not thinking about that, Tracy.
Oh, did she mute? Every time I want to hit my vape, it goes silent.
You are in imminent danger? Like, that means immediate danger. I'm not right now. No, I'm not. But, yes, I do put my faith in God. Exactly. That's right. Are any of you ready to pass away?
Someone asked her, how do you pass the time since you are stuck inside? Well, shouldn't she be praying or something?
Could be buried alive in rubble at any time. That is something that I have to deal with living here, and I'm aware of that. The thing is like you're not telling me anything new. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not even paying attention to what she's saying, to be honest. Now I'm thinking about reincarnation. This is what happens. I'm thinking about reincarnation. I'm like, okay, if you don't necessarily believe in it, like, I mean, necessarily, I'm not supposed to believe in it, right? But there's things that make you stop and think, right? Like, have you ever had the feeling like you've experienced something before or you've been here before? I don't know how to explain that. I get that feeling a lot. Like I've experienced something before, I can't explain it. And then there's this whole thing too where I feel like there's been certain dogs that I've had throughout my life, like Louis, for example, the pug. I feel like he has come to me in another dog, if that makes sense. Sometimes I think he's in Chachi. I sound fucking crazy right now. I do. I sound crazy. But I've had animals throughout my life where I'm like, I swear this dog reminds me so much of my other dog. It's like their soul is in this dog's body. It's so weird. Anyways, I don't want to go through this again. I can't find anything on X about Salah's family. Oh, I'm gonna get to it. You have to be careful vaping next to Mike. Me and a friend found out the frequency waves from when you hit the vape and shortcut. Wait, tell me if it does it now. You tell me you have to be careful. I'm like, wait, tell me if it's doing it. Did it do it? I vaped. All right, let me finish up this clip so I can refocus.
You left them in Kuwait quick fasting in a hurry because, yeah, but that's different, Snake Charmer. That's different.
Cutie Gamer
I
Cat
saw your
said, "Oh,
comment.
Foodie, not now." Cutie Gamer Cat said, "Oh my God, it's amazing how you are thinking of this and stuff. Same for me, really." Yeah, my brain just went off into reincarnation. I'm like, but what if? What if? What if we think we know it all, but we really don't? I don't know. And seriously have had that feeling multiple times. You can call it deja vu, whatever it is, but I'm like, I've experienced this before. Somehow, somewhere, I've experienced this. Anyways, back to Foodie. I know that's what a lot of people are here for. Malarkey Meter said, yes, Canadian bacon. You said the travel advisory from Canada was only there as a precautionary measure. Then 3 minutes ago, you said you didn't know the situation. Pick a lane. I think we heard this, but let's play it again.
I never said the travel advisory was incorrect. I never said that. Why does everything have to be an I told you so? This situation is bigger and beyond any stupid internet drama, but
We know you're the one currently alive and you were fighting with your chat and your chat went insane. Do you guys need to be reminded there's bigger things going on?
Yeah. You didn't tell me anything. When did I say that I knew the situation in Syria? But these things also, like, this is a new development, right? So,
I feel like this isn't new at all. I could be wrong. I feel like it's not new. Legend said my heart is with Julia. That is all. God, I hope she makes it out of there. 877 cash wow or cash cow. Alice in the Mirror said, even after placing herself smack, hey, Sniper! She doesn't care. She is so above it all, so much better than us meager Westerners. Stella said, I'm in a war zone. Buy a cameo for me so I can buy noodles. Don't give her any ideas. She'll do that next. She kept saying Syria was fine, and then she's saying she has never said that. I swore she has several times. Alice in the Mirror said, even after placing herself smack in the middle of a war zone, she's so smug. I hope she gets humbled for real. At least I can carry, you said, you absolute get out. Okay. No. Okay. You absolutely did. You tried to pass it off as, hey, they have to say things like that, blah, blah, blah. The Western media is just exaggerating. The frumpiest biscuit said, she absolutely said it was wrong, said it was safe there, and then followed it up with saying that the Western media dramatizes it and makes Syria look awful and war torn. Kelly Ray said, a new development. She means a predictable development that everybody warned her was going to happen? Yes. Wonder Mom said she gets so mad when even her chat tells her that she's an idiot. Sparks joy in my little cold heart. Suiko said, she said she can't leave right now. Yeah, no kidding. Does the airport, has it been blown up? I don't know. I thought I heard the KFG was, though. There's another clip. Enigma said she said the situation in Kuwait was different, which is why she left in a hurry. But a war isn't a reason to leave when you are being bombed right out the door. Okay, what does she say here?
you left them in Kuwait quick fasting in a hurry because, yeah, but that's different, Snake Charmer. That's different.
Oh, yeah, she told us. How can we forget that? She told us we just didn't understand the vibe. If we're worried about her being there, we just don't get it there, okay? Big titty pretty bitch said paperclips taking what could be the last chance to say what we all want to say to Foodie Beauty. They said, stop saying after every sentence. Have we ever known what she was saying when she said I feel like not once, not one time have I ever known. Big titty pretty bitch said, has Wait, has a strop at Tracy who insists she scroll to see this comment? Has a strop. Anyways, Chantal, if something breaks out, are you ready to pass? I know you have God in your heart and soul, but are you scared of dying? I feel like, Tracy, you're going to unalive her. If somebody asked me, Breezy, are you afraid of dying? I would say, why? What are your plans for me? I have God in my heart, but it's not like I want to leave the earth tomorrow, you know? Susan said, you don't get that you are 500 pounds. You can barely move, let alone run. You are a liability, not an asset in war. If you cared about your fake husband, you would go so he can move about without dragging you with him. You are so selfish and stupid. Yeah, he'll dump her the first chance he needs to. He doesn't care about her or use her as a shield. Lori said, even if you survive, Foodie, he still can't carry you. Can't. He's got those noodle arms. Pegatha said, if things get worse, she says she's sure she could leave. But she for sure won't leave because her handsomest man can't. The next sentence, she says, if full-on war breaks out, I'll find a way to leave. Two-Tailed said, crossing the border into Lebanon if full-on war breaks out. And then this is her. Queen Jellybean said, Foodie first says she has absolutely not paid for anything in Syria, and Salah is supporting her because she can't access any of her money. Then 5 minutes later, Teardrop is thanking her for the Burger King that Chantal paid for. Which is it, Chantal? Well, apparently she still has access to something. How? I don't know. But she's buying Whoppers, okay? PI said, Foodie, move. Okay. No. Foodie Beauty beefing with her chat while actual bombs are dropping miles away. Girl, you're in a war zone. Maybe log off and duck instead of dragging Susan in the comments. That's more important, okay? Priorities. Jamie Lee Fisher said, I don't want to come on camera right now because I'm hot and I'm not wearing a hijab. So, also, animal abuser Foodie Beauty on that same video, black screen to hide her ignorant, self absorbed, lying face. Animal abuser, not dressed or wearing my fake religious cosplay outfit right now, so all you get is a black screen to reinforce all the attention I am clearly seeking. But apparently also okay enough to grab that perfect thumbnail photo to drive home the situation I am in for maximum pity and attention because I'm a manipulative, performative bitch, I'm assuming is what they meant after that. I won't leave him no matter what. Pretty easy to be all high and mighty and act like some martyr when the only reason you can do what you do is because no one else cares about you or wants you. And you know you have no one unless you paid for them. Hardly a sacrifice for love, dummy. That's not called devotion and unconditional love. That's called clinging on to the only person who you think genuinely wants you. He doesn't, by the way, even if it's fake and for pennies. The lows with which this beast will go to for maximum attention with minimal effort are remarkable. Had to get the perfect screen grab for a thumbnail to get the most clicks and views, and not many legally. But make sure at the same time to stream live in the black screen to double down. The ignoramus opens her trap enough to talk, excuse me, parrot, from her paid and bought for bigot husband, geopolitics on the current situation in Syria. Just enough to reveal just how idiotic this desperado is. At this point, it's alarmist and atrocity baiting, and nothing is more disgusting. The beast gets off on pooling sympathy in whichever way she can in life, even if that means making any situation completely and totally about her, because she knows she has nothing of substance to offer the world and has failed at any attempts. So many of you here say you have a shred of humanity still for this thing and want nothing bad to happen to them? I'm not like you. They said she is sick and deserves whatever karma comes her way. I mean, like, like, okay, I loved every second of this. More, please. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get conflicted because the human part of me is like, I don't think she pictures everything that happens in war, right? She just thinks it's bombs going off. What if she's beaten or raped or whatever else? Like that stuff genuinely terrifies me, being raped, stuff like that, right? But she doesn't think about that. She's not afraid. What a eh, eh. Sinatra said, Foodie just said kids and people want to always come around and be around me and Julia and they try to impress me. Sinatra said, get the fuck out of here. Okay, kids don't always want to be around you, for one, but if they do, it's because they probably assume you have candy. For two, I think it's because most kids, like, they've never seen anything like you. They're probably walking up to you to take a stare. I don't think they're feeling your energy and like know you love kids and they just get that from you. In a world of pure imagination. Pat Von D said kids want her to share her snacks. Michael Furberger said she means on Omegle. Prairie said they're picking up the crumbs she drops and the chocolate. Shugal said they want to see the spectacle. And they want her to give them things. Miss Nicole said, I heard that and thought, bro, you hate kids. Wanda Night Owl said, probably haven't seen people as obese as her, and she's a freak show to them. Or it's her being Delulu. I think it's all of that. I think they assume she has snacks. I think nobody has seen a woman as big as her before. A big bald woman with like one short leg. I mean, she's a spectacle. She is. Mandy said they know where the snacks are. True. Anissa said, ew, what? Nobody wants to be around that. Not even the damn cat. Mike the slasher dude said whispers of the 500-pound hijab demon glutton from Kuwait have crossed into Syria. Clearly, this menace is becoming a Middle East folklore. She's the person that you have to close your blinds down at night for, right? Like she's in the window whispering, "Give me a nashi, give me a nashi." So you have to close the blinds in the windows. She's the person that you're not supposed to turn for if you hear your name out in the woods. I don't know. Lisa Manning said the new power grid is right around the corner, girl. So the estimated cost to rebuild Syria ranges from 250 billion to 400 billion. This substantial figure reflects the extensive damage to infrastructure and the widespread poverty caused by years of conflict. But the way Foodie was talking 3 days ago, it sounded like Syria was on the up and up. They were putting in new malls, a new movie theater for the tourists. It's going to cost that much to rebuild, and that takes time. Yes, Lulu. Okay, I'll try and hurry. Give me like 35 more minutes. I have my sister's dog over, and she loves to sunbathe in the backyard. And I think she's trying to tell me to hurry up because she wants to go outside, not to use the restroom. I know she just wants to lay out in the sun. I know her. And I know Chachi does too. All right, Bubbles and Cheek said, this is a new development, right? Yes, Foodie Beauty. Conflict in the Middle East is brand spanking new. There are no words for this idiot. Big Titty Pretty Bitch said, Foodie's amazed to find historically unstable war-ravaged country suddenly destabilized with war raging. Fascinating. I feel like I haven't said this within the last 5 minutes. I really like Big Titty Pretty Bitch. I do. Okay, Super Shoofer said Salah was sleeping and he heard what he thought was a bomb exploding nearby. A, she sharded. B, she fell. C, an actual missile. These are our options. I mean, my brain just wants to go with the shart, but what would you guys choose? And Miss Cali Sun, Florida Sun wants to give me skin cancer. Oh no. Backyard breezing. Yeah, Lulu wants to go out. Hey, Abby. Hello, Atlantis Mermaid. I do too, Spicy Rose. Okay, shart. Oh. Yes, the shart one. Would you be embarrassed if there were polls up about you? And if you sharded or not? Would that be a sign to change your behavior online? Okay, Fondue Spite Bitch said, nobody understands our love. Nobody understands the vibe and how Syria really is. Squirrel World is a bunch of haters who are ignorant and know nothing about life here. Stay in Syria, Chantal, forever. And I don't want to hear shit when you can't get home to Shmee. And then they called her a cunt bitch. Somebody asked her, ever watched Not Without My Daughter? Foodie says, yeah, wrong country. That was Iran, and my husband is not abusive. Thanks. I can't stand her. I hate her. Hit your vape. Mean Kitten said, the lengths this death fat will go to stay with the scammer is impressive. I can't wait to hear her. I've lived in Syria for you. Oh, that's coming. I know it's just a matter of time. It is. Okay, you guys, here's the tweet. Huh? Okay, sorry. I saw my card was used and I was a bit concerned, but I think it's my daughter. It's definitely my daughter. Okay. So someone in contact with someone in Salah's family gave Milky these screenshots to share. So I'm going to let you guys know a majority of people I have seen in the comments, we'll go through them. It seems like people think this is a troll. It could be a troll. I could also believe this is real. So they said, do you mind conveying a message from an anonymous source for me? Because something I read on her YouTube post really pissed me off because it's obviously a lie. Okay, so she responds, but I'll share with my anonymous account so there can be no trace back to me. I definitely can. They respond, okay, that's smart. I like that. Milky says, in Girl World, there is a saying, rule number one, Chantal always lies. So they say she mentioned that her and Salah give rides to people in their villages. I guess she means like help or charity. Milky says, yeah, she did say that. They said they have been asking people, relatives, to pay them gas money for long rides after inviting them to join them on a trip somewhere. So while this could be a troll, I could see them doing this, inviting people places. Oh, well, you better pitch in for gas. It's like, well, most people pitch in for gas. There's also people like, what? You invited me? You know? Anyways, I could see Foodie Beauty and Salah just inviting people places so they'll have to pay for everything, right? So Milky tells them, let's see. Wait, I think it cuts off the screenshot. She also said that she buys food. Okay, so the family friend says in response to that, no, they split it 50-50. Okay, she also has said that she buys food for gatherings as well. I assume that is not true. And then they respond, no, they split it 50-50, honey. They don't buy food for no one. So Mary Beth said, I can't wait to hear more info about if this is real. If it is real, Chantal will explode all on her own. No missiles needed. How Hypocrisy said, and how do we know this is really someone in his family? Let's see. Marin Bell said, I'm sure these things are true, but we didn't need a fake family member to tell us. True. Michelle said, something doesn't feel right about this, and the English is too perfect. Somebody else said, honey? LOL, yeah, that is an American slang. Two-Tailed said, Chantal is not going to be happy. Now she's going to make Salah choose between her and his family. OG Breezer Beauty said, this seems strange. I think maybe a hater is pretending. Lolified said, someone who knows someone said. People Watcher said, just going to file this under things that never happened. Felicity said, why isn't it written in Arabic? I'm assuming if they were chatting with Milky, I mean, she doesn't speak Arabic, right? Maybe they were translating. I don't know. Somebody asked for proof. Puff the Magic Dragon said, can't say I'm shocked. Amanda says, I call BS. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a troll or do you think that it could be real? Cutie and Shitlaw stole water from infant toddlers in Kuwait. It's not hard to believe she's fleecing people for cash. Buy a cameo, by the way. You can now book me on cameo. All right, let's see what else we have, you guys. I feel like I have a lot still for you. I mean, odds are it's a troll, but can we believe it? Yes, I can believe it. Stella said, I believe this was 0 receipts needed. Moonface says BS. Chunky said, I call bullshit. Hey, Tess, I'm taking it as real. Okay. Cutie Gamer Cat said, Milky has huge balls too. My God, she is just amazing. Glad she can keep her channel and keep going. I've seen so many channels go down. It seems like people in Milky's chat have a lot of fun. And I feel like that's where a lot of places are going wrong or maybe need to get back to that. Like people want a place to laugh, to get away from their daily life troubles, right? They want a place where they could feel like they could talk to somebody. And Milky seems like that kind of a chat. To me, anyways. I thought this was amazing. I will never leave you, Foodie in her bald head. And that's supposed to be Salah, I think. This is her eating, I think at KFG. Oh, it's a bunch of different screenshots. Okay, Bondu said, Foodie, sit your 500-pound carcass and Sanaya, thinking you are the modern day Jack and Rose, eating your chips under the fan and watching movies on your phone. You are the most greedy, ignorant, entitled, desperate, dumb, willfully ignorant fat fuck I have ever come across. Wow, I felt like that needed a standing ovation. Yeah, imagine going to a place where there's poverty and flashing your cash like that. You know, people are hungry, people are going without, and you're just flashing all your money. It feels disgusting. Ugh. I don't even know if that place is still there, by the way. She's outgrowing that outfit. She's outgrowing all the outfits. Oh, you guys know the outfit we looked at yesterday where we were told that she's lost weight? Look how much room she has now in her clothes. So people were saying that the patterns don't match, that she bought a different version of the dress. Like, I don't know what you would say. Different brand, same type, and got a different size. I could believe that. But either way, I still didn't really see a huge difference. I wasn't like, oh, look at all the movement she has now. Like, look at all the room in her clothes. It just, I couldn't really tell unless I looked really, really hard. And I still think she looked skinnier before. Maybe my eyes are broken. Renan said Foodie Beauty thread on Kiwi Farms has over 10,000 pages now. I don't know why I find that so funny, but it is. Here's another clip from her live. Malarkey said she didn't know what was going on, but she's calm because she expected it, ma'am, which is it. I have a feeling it's the same clip we've watched 5 times now. Oh, well, I didn't know it was this bad, but at the same time, I kind of expected it. We don't need to hear it again. Okay, so at least I can carry you said, I feel bad for the people that spend their time worrying about Foodie Beauty. Girl, she chose this. She hasn't ended up in an unforeseen situation. She placed herself in a war zone, said she knows the risks, and called it a new adventure. Don't waste your peace on this woman. So someone left a comment for her community on her community post. It's a Beezer saying, I will literally help pay for your flight if you stay in Canada. I feel bad for anybody who's truly worried about her. You're going to be worried about her a lot if she makes it out of Syria. Okay, she can't make a normal decision to save her life. She can't. Anyways, do you guys want to hear some good music today? Well, I wish I could play it. I can recommend it and I can hope you guys seriously play it. Bathwater, I think it's the cutest No Doubt song. I don't know. It's a vibe. That's a vibe. Not Syria, okay? No Doubt is a vibe. Okay, Sublime. Scarlet Begonias. That song makes me so happy. Don't push. I feel like you have to listen to that at least once a week. At least once a week. Here's my really cute chihuahua, Chachi. The apple of my eye. I just love her. Anyway, she's so cute. She has a thing with blankets. It could be 99 degrees out, and she will still want to be in a pile of blankets. And she like swirls herself into them. I don't know how to describe it other than that. She puts herself to bed, like she puts blankets over her. She just throws it over her with her head. Or she does like a tornado in the middle of the blanket, so they all wrap around her. Anyways, she's still in the blankets. she, she went out to tan and then she went back under the blankets. Music bees. Oh my god, I think I was like 14 when I heard her for the first time, changed my way of thinking. Yes, I'm just a girl. I love her music, and she's hot. I mean, she's hot, right? You've seen her body. If you haven't seen Gwen Stefani's body, please Google it. She's gorgeous, she can sing, she seems really lovely. I don't think there's one song I haven't really. Oh, that rich girl song. If I was a rich girl, la 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 la. I can't stand that song. Other than that, I've liked every other song by her. Every other song. I don't know what this is. Oh, Foodie stealing the kitten. Doja Cat said, "Hey Salah, how's it going?" And then like a bazillion laughing emojis because this little cat that Foodie Beauty stole, got him kicked out of Kuwait. So let's just relive this moment. Let's go full screen.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included. Book now with Jet2 Holidays. Package holidays you can trust. International protected.
Bruce, I hope you're okay wherever you are. Thank you for serving karma to these two people. I hope you are well fed and you have all the love in the world. Salah, are you missing Kuwait? You were living the life there, weren't you? Times have changed. You would think these two would know not to fuck with cats anymore, but I don't have high hopes for them. She just put up a community post. Okay, hold on. We never got kicked out of Kuwait. Hi, Chantal. How do you feel about Salah's family friend spilling the tea? Why do you invite people places and then ask for gas money? That seems kind of disgusting. I don't know, you don't do things just to be nice because they're family. He goes, and we never got kicked out of Kuwait. Then why are you both in Syria? Pause is a joke. We have not been banned by the country either. We had other reasons for leaving, all of which are none of anyone's business, and all of which no one will ever know the full story, but it's very complicated. There is so much to our lives no one has any clue about, but yet people think they know everything. That's all right. Stay looking foolish as usual, but you're the only one looking like the fool. You waddled your way into a war zone for a man with a micropene who won't love you, can't love you. It's impossible to love somebody like you. You're the person he laughs at about with his cousins. You aren't in on the joke, you are the joke. It seems like after you stole that cat and violated it, and then it got sent to a rescue, it seems like you guys hurried away, right? You went back to Canada. He's in Syria. He can't go back to Kuwait. Why? If you weren't kicked out, why can't he go back? Thank you for watching my streams, though, Foodie. It's nice to know. Can you please hit that thumbs up while you're in here? I hope you're having the day you deserve, bitch. Anyways, I'm sitting in AC right now. Sultan said all she had to do was wait a few weeks and she could have been paying crack-a-lack to fake love her again. That's gotta burn. Foodie, I'm dying to know how you feel about Nader and Dee Dee breaking up. You know he still won't choose you, right? He'd choose anybody but you. I heard he was talking to Missy Moo, too. Lori Cop said, Foodie Beauty uploaded a tasteless pre-recorded video about grocery shopping in Syria. That's what we're going to get into right now. Imagine these places are being bombed and you still put up a vlog of how you were just shopping at them. Cosmic Kitten said absolutely no fucking tact. Board Potty Mouth said, hey cutie, when you and Salah took people to the park, did you ask them for gas money? Something tells me you guys did. Or that's the word on the ground anyway. How embarrassing when your own family spills tea on you. Godsey posted this. This moron thinks she's safe at home. It's laughable. So it's a quote. They're breaking into homes, looting everything. People are dying in the streets. There's no food, no baby milk, no medicine, and no one is coming to help. Still feeling safe at home, Foodie? Freya's cat said, letting Salah take care of her residency, the money, travel, etc. I can't get over it. I feel like he did something shady. I don't know what. I really don't. I can't even begin to pretend to understand how things work over there. It sounds like if you're married, you become property, right? That's what it sounds like, and you have to ask permission to even leave. Who knows what he signed her ass up for? Who knows where her money is really going? Just who knows? I will never want to be you, Foodie, because I know you're still here. I feel bad for you. I have a man who got me Portos yesterday and sent me flowers today for our anniversary. You have a man that asked you to go to a war zone. Bubbles' cheek said, Foodie found the cheese. Say goodbye to any weight loss she may have had. Welcome back, bloated and bitter cutie. Oh, well, thank God she found the cheese. I was worried about that. Lori said, Thirsty Tracy on Foodie Beauty's latest upload. Hey, Chantal, I'm so worried about y'all. Shut the fuck up, Tracy. Shut up. Rinnen said, why on earth is she wearing gray in that heat, the sweat mark? I just think of the BO. I think of the BO. Have you ever smelled somebody's BO in the Walmart on a hot summer day? Like they clearly skipped the deodorant, skipped it the day before. Actually, they skipped the whole month before, okay? And the shower too. Booty is that person that smells when they walk by you. She thinks everybody's staring at her because she's pretty. Everybody's staring at the stench. They're trying to make out what the hell is causing the smell. It's Foodie. Portos, obviously he doesn't love you. What? You know, she's sweating and going to sleep without a shower. That grosses me out too. When Foodie Beauty and Salah show their nasty ass feet, like all I think about is how you know they're not changing their sheets and they're crawling into the bed that they sleep in with their caked on dirty feet. That is so nasty to me. That is, I feel like I change my sheets like a few times a week. I don't know, especially during the summer, just because it just feels good to get into clean sheets. It just does. But I also like being showered and clean when I get into my clean sheets. It's a vibe. It's a good feeling. I don't know, a fresh made bed. That is heaven on earth. Okay, Lauren Dahl said, when Foodie Beauty first went to Kuwait, didn't she tell us that Salah's father had to flee Syria? That's what we were told. Well, he really didn't take her to a war zone. He kind of wished the war zone part would keep her away. True, but he forgot about Foodie's intelligence and low self-worth and that she'd rather end that people think she's alone. Imagine that she'd rather die than people think that she's alone. Yikes. Anyways, I do remember, I thought that was the story. Salah's family had to flee Syria. I guess you can't believe anything she says, right? I need you guys to know that I was sitting outside in my backyard and a hawk flew over my head, and I felt like the luckiest woman in the world. Don't ask me why, but I just did, and it was so cute. There was like the tiniest little bird chasing it away. It was very cute to see. I would assume it's like a mama bird protecting her nest or something. Anyways, okay, so here's the recap of her sodium-filled whatever. Thanks to PI, bombs, looting, let's go grocery shopping, a Foodie Beauty vlog. Just when you think Foodie Beauty might have read the room for once in her chaotic existence, she proves yet again that the only thing she's reading is the back of a cheese packet for sodium content. Spoiler, she buys it anyway. Mere hours, not days, not weeks, hours after her trembling live where she dramatically wailed that things are getting worse in Syria. Spoiler, they are. Our swollen, sweaty heroine hits us with a grocery haul vlog. Yes, because when the city's unstable, people are looting shops and homes, and tensions are high, nothing screams global citizen like showing off $45 worth of peanut butter and fizzy drinks in a country grappling with real food insecurity. We open with Shanti in Salah's car, or as I like to call it, her mobile confessional slash mobile mini fridge. She's puffy, sweaty, and looking like the human equivalent of a boiled ham left out in the sun. She informs us she couldn't film much inside the store because too many locals were starstruck by the rare sighting of a real life Canadian. Syria's very own traveling circus. First, the neighborhood kids peep through her door like she's the bearded lady. And now the entire grocery store has to take a selfie with the big Canadian tourist waddling past the peanut butter aisle. Iconic. Inside the store, we get the riveting highlight reel. Peanut butter jars, suspiciously large quantities of cheese that'll definitely melt into a sad puddle in their apartment's underpowered fridge, if it even works. The jury's out, and enough soda to pickle her insides permanently. Back in the car, she's breathlessly bragging that they are putting the groceries away. They being Salah, of course, who apparently needs moral support to hoist bags of off brand cola into the trunk. I just picture, way to go, Salah! You can do it! God forbid this handsomest 31-year-old self break a sweat while his bride films every greasy angle for our viewing displeasure. Shout out to Salah for those full body shots too, because nothing screams romance like your husband filming you in the harsh daylight while you look like a damp snowman in a hijab. Then it's back to the apartment, the world's saddest set. She's in the kitchen, the sweat glistening on her bald dome so aggressively it needs its own ring light. She's pale, clammy, and somehow simultaneously gray. It's like watching a ghost of mozzarella cheese trying to talk. She lovingly displays her bounty, cheese mountains, mystery pasta sauce, and a suspicious lack of candy bars and chips. Because obviously she's on a health journey. Sure, I guess health means hiding the Kit Kats off camera while slurping down liters of Pepsi. And let's not forget her shameless cameo plug. Shot in the same war-torn country where she claims she's trapped. Please buy my cameos! From the middle of a potential conflict zone, no less. Incredible. You have to respect the hustle, or at least marvel at the lack of shame. All in all, another tone-deaf masterclass from Foodie, the only YouTuber who could turn a humanitarian crisis into a mukbang opportunity. Keep your eyes peeled for next week's vlog, What I Eat With the Power Grid Collapses, featuring more cheese, more soda, and more oblivious waddling through an entire country she treats like her personal content farm. Stay tuned, stay stocked up, and pray for the fridge. May the Lord be with the fridge. That is my prayer for it. May it start working when she leaves. There you go. That's my prayer of the day. Hey, Free the People. We just went over Foodie's vlog she did. It was pretty funny. We did PI's recap. If you have time, I highly suggest you go back and check it out. Rian said, going to a restaurant to eat fried food and doing grocery hauls in a war zone that's currently being bombed, where people are starving and afraid of dying, that's a whole new level of being a death hunt, even for Chantal. Yeah, I guess at least she has peanut butter, right? People may be dying, but at least she has that. I hate her. Tia Marie said, ew, you dirty, dirty bitch. You finally bought a toothbrush after 15 days? Yeah, and we believe your husband touches you more like he lets you mouth his eggplant. That's nasty. You know he is not kissing her. 15 days? I can't think about it too long. I don't like in the morning when people have morning breath. Like, I don't like it when I have it. I don't like morning breath. I don't like it if my teeth feel fuzzy. I don't like that. How she can go 15 days without a toothbrush is shocking, disgusting. I mean, it gives me an idea of how she takes care of the rest of her body. Piggy said, looks like Cutie has been packing on the KFG. Yeah, quit fucking telling us she's looking skinnier. She looks bigger to me. Her face is rounder. How she can go to this place, Syria, that's currently a war zone and gain weight is I don't understand it. Oh my god, look at Barney with his KFC bucket. What's wrong with Barney, Lulu? You don't like Barney? He is kind of creepy, to be honest. I get it. I'd bark at him too. Oh, I'm not encouraging this, but I'm just letting you guys know what's going around Twitter. There's different variations of this post, okay? Wendy said, here's the link to this page. It's basically a link you could click on to report something. Anyway, she's making money from streaming in Syria, knowing AdSense won't pay for that. She's making money off the poor people in Syria. They said this needs to stop. Just want to say this again. I'm not encouraging it. I'm just letting you guys know. Bertha Boyle Jean said, Bertha Boyle Jean? Foodie Beauty halfway doxed herself in her off-screen video. I was pretty sure what town she was in, but now I know what town for sure. Chantal, cutie, shut your pie hole before you get unalived. I'm serious. I don't like you, but I don't wish that on you or anyone else. I wonder if she'll now say she feels unsafe because people know where she lives. Maybe she'll go back to Canada. Nana Spikes, he said, do you think they are enamored by your beauty? Impressed by your money? Nah, they're merely bewildered by your size, intrigued by your strange behavior. You're like a carnival attraction. Come one, come all to see the obese, pale-skinned Canadian lady. Oh, because Coffee Drinker said the children gather around you because you are an anomaly, a true oddity to them. They find it fascinating that you are so large and can't possibly understand what true hunger feels like. You, Chantal, are nothing more than a circus freak to them. Maybe that's why she hates kids so much, because she knows. She has to know. Peach said, funny how she stays because she can't leave Salah, when Salah would be about 10 times better off without her 450-pound ass to lug around in the event of an emergency. You are an active detriment to his safety, Chantal, you fuckwit. Yeah, if you really loved him, you would leave. And if he really loved you, he'd send your ass home, Broody. It's very telling that you don't care that you're going to slow him down in the event of an emergency. You are. You're dead weight. You can't move. You can barely waddle. He's going to kill himself trying to lift you. Fat Cow said, wow, she was not in the slightest bit impressed. That story is very, very typical of the Middle East family-owned store. And as I'd imagine, there's no foreign franchise store, so that's as good as it's going to get. Your privilege is showing. Okay, I don't want to watch her whole vlog, but I might click on a part of it. Where do we think that happens? Okay, we're in the store with her now.
Oh, yeah? And we have more cheeses here. Labnehs, butters, cheeses. They have a new style of Diet Pepsi.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Finally, we found the Diet Pepsi here.
Yeah.
Want more?
Yes.
Why would you even ask her if she wants more? Just assume she always wants more.
Well, they're loading up the groceries. Very hot. No AC in any stores, but that's normal here. Some probably do. A lot of the little stores here don't. But they had fans, and I filmed what I could because it's very small, and a lot of people were talking to us and helping us. Very interested that I'm from Canada, so yeah. They don't
Does she have gunk in her eye? Or am I seeing things?
get a lot of tourists in this area, I'd imagine. But we got a few things. I'll show you what we got after when I get home. We're on the lookout for some home supplies, a few things that we couldn't find here. It's mostly food items and stuff like that. Some hygiene things and
You see her looking around a lot? She literally has to watch her back where she's at.
stuff like that. But on to the next. So these cylinders, water jugs, are full of gasoline, and this is a common way that gas gets filled up here in Syria. You can go to a gas station, but sometimes they don't have the particular fuel that you want or need, and so sometimes little vendors on the side of the road can fill up your gas for you. So just thought I would let you know that. All right, anyway, we're just gonna head home.
Thank you for letting me know that.
I think we have enough.
She looks irritated.
And we will see you at home for the haul. All right, here's the damage. Excuse me? What?
Your poor cat.
What? Don't worry, the propane
Hachi, I would cry if somebody butchered you like that. The way I would not be okay for like days, I swear.
thing is
Same
not
for you, Lulu. Same for you.
on. All right, guys. So for a grocery haul now, let me show you what we got. We spent 45 US. So first thing, that fresh bread at the door. They call it Simone here. It's so squishy and fresh. Freshly baked today.
Okay, I don't feel like watching you grope bread today. So I'm gonna pass on the rest of this. Do we have a general idea how it went? Okay, she groped some bread. It's the only groping going on in that house. Okay, let me see where else we were. PI said, oh, did we read this one? Yes, we did, right? I think that might be all I have. Let me see. Let me see. I hate her. Every time I see her with food, I hate her. And I understand people have to eat, but she doesn't have to flex when other people are going without. That's the part that grosses me out so much, right? People are wondering how they're going to feed their kids tonight, if they're even still going to have a home tomorrow, and she's just living it up. She is having the time of her life when so much devastation is going on. I really, truly, if Foodie, if you're still listening, I hope you have the day you deserve, whatever that looks like. I love you guys. She's been going live at night, I think, so I can't snipe her. Because every day that I say, hey, if she goes live this afternoon, I know I can snipe, but if she goes live in the middle of the night, I'll recap it in the morning. So she's been going live at night. Could just be a coincidence. I don't know. If she goes live again tonight, I will be live sometime tomorrow. I don't know. This week it seems like I have to do afternoon things, but it's because I'm getting my daughter ready in the morning to go out and about. Like she's done Vegas, San Diego. She's doing Palm Springs this weekend. So really, by the time like I can do anything, it's been the afternoon. So I'll set it up as soon as I know a time. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members, and thank you to everybody. And I hope you have a great day, great evening wherever you are. And I will probably see you tomorrow morning, if not by noon tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.